This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi and Don Dubuque. Paradise, Louisiana is presented by Rotolo's Pizzeria. Fresh ingredients, friendly service. That's just the way we Rotolo. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Pro Drive Outboards. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Always fresh, never frozen, Raising Cane's. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.
Welcome to Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are again in Baton Rouge, Buddha and Cajun Meats, 415 in Port Allen. And Don, I missed you, but you've been working overtime over there at WWL.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of radio lately, but I'm glad to be back on TV.
You miss
I know
fishing?
you miss me.
You've been
I miss
fishing.
you.
Have you been fishing, hunting? You got any stories for us?
No, well, I got stories, always got stories, but I hadn't really got it. I'm going to get back and do some fishing this week. Going to head over to Delacroix, and next week you'll see us fishing with old Captain Ahab. Been getting some good reports over that way, too.
Yeah, also, look, in the fishing report we tell you, I got to show you this. I've been, you probably have this happen to you a lot, but Roy Alamo and his wife Brenda has sent us the pictures and the story about that 84 84 fishing a 39-pound catfish. Well, he fishes a lot. I didn't know this, but him in Bass Classic back years back, his lures was voted one of the top 10 lures by the guides or the pro fishermen. So there's a big article in one of them old ones. He sent me the article. He sent you and I both. Now, you've been getting this all these years, but I'm starting to have this celebrity status. I like status. What's the word? But this is a very special gift. You got one too. This is mine. I'm sort of scared to use it, but like you said, around grass or anywhere, it's top water, floats, you got a prop, you're working like a frog. If you see the white under, it could be a shad. It is tremendous bait. I said, what if I lose it? He said, if you lose, you call me, I'll make you another one. So I want to thank Roy and Brenda for that. Very good. Also, I want to thank you for this promo pen. It got the light in it and everything else. And
That's a tool for you, yeah.
That's a tool. I use it.
You write all those checks, I know you need it. Got plenty of ink in it.
If I lose it or somebody steals it, you going to give me another one?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
It's replaceable.
This here.
Well, you got all kind of stuff here, man.
I don't know what you call it, graph, call it slag. What you call it when you get tough? It's just a lot of things to go along with being a celebrity. I'm starting to enjoy that.
Okay.
I've always gotten food, but this right here, Bob Fonte. If anybody don't know who Bob Fonte is, back in the 60s, he was one of the, followed Ronnie Morgan. He was one of the best running backs. He had about 3 or 4 years, 1,000 yards in Zachary. He's a worker, he does a lot of work with iron workers and different things, and he made that for us. And know what he said? He said, you and Don, y'all do so much to promote Louisiana. I made you a state of Louisiana belt buckle. Thank you, Bob.
Very nice, very nice.
And that's it. As far as everything this week, I'm gonna let you go first. So we got news. I made another trip, 23rd annual. I think it was about my 18th and 19th trip to Dream Day. The Dream Day is fishing galore. It's up there in Clinton area on the Inquest Farms. It just blows me away. Every year, it's a lot of soft-hearted, heart-warming things, but there's some heart-wrenching things too that you see over there. And we made that trip again. I made another trip. We're gonna bring you back some more to Junior Bassmasters High School Tournament, State Tournament, and the Winners Championship. Don,
are you going to revisit the Tito's Redfish Series?
Tito Redfish Series is coming here and give a report. He was at, it used to be the Brent Sound Marina, and now they call it the Hopedale Marina. He got some video in here. Benny Sanchez will be here. Now we got a fishing report that's unbelievable again. But all that wind and everything, when it left, all last weekend. Everybody got reports that's coming in. It's unbelievable.
Well, we also got the 4 S seasons to talk about in the news segment. We got shrimp, we got snapper, we got squirrel, and you know what the last S season is? Snake. We're in the middle of snake season, too.
Oh, yeah. But,
yes, indeed.
And when they close in shark season, too, in the news report.
All right, we got a lot of news to cover. Plus our Berkeley Abu Garcia fishing report. We're at Bergeron's, Boudin, and Cajun Meats right here in Port Allen, and you're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Hey, I'm Mitch Rotolo, owner of Rotolo's Pizzeria. Our pizzas are prepared every day using the freshest ingredients. But Rotolo's has so much more to offer than just delicious pizza. We have an array of healthy salads and tasty wraps, a wide choice of pasta like spaghetti and chicken parmesan, zesty buffalo wings, and our selection of savory calzones. And don't forget to try one of our amazing desserts. Come into any of our local restaurants or check out our entire menu online at rotolos.com. That's just the way we Rotolo.
The CCA Louisiana Star Tournament is doubling down this year. Double the tagged redfish, twice the trucks. Over $500,000 of prizes awarded in more than 20 categories. Open to all ages, inshore and offshore, youth enter free. Don't let your chance to win swim away. Register at ccastar.com or at any Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And let's welcome back Benny Sanchez from the Tito
Thank you, Gary.
Redfish Series. And, you know, the last time you was here, you was very excited. And you was talking about 95 boats, broke all expectations. And by talking about being excited, this smells good. You've been looking back there. I got you a Kraken, but don't eat it now because I'll make you talk.
I'll say everybody knows me, knows I love Cracklins.
Everybody knows me, know I love food.
I love food too, yeah. But I'm
gonna
gonna hold on to this one.
This
There.
is bad wrong.
I'm gonna hold on to that one.
I'm gonna take it away from you. Let's go back by being excited at what was good. This was also broke all records again. 100 and what boats?
113 boats. We had teams from North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way around Florida. Teams as far as 14, 15 hours away coming to show up, all the way to Texas, Arkansas, again, all the states in between, and of course our bread and butter, Louisiana.
Well, and again, you did a little more advertising. You had the youth part of the fishing tournament, the youth division. And tell us a little bit about how it went and what's going on.
Well, the backbone of the whole series is the Rouge Fish series, which is for the Wish to Fish Louisiana, getting the underprivileged children on the water. And all of our prizes that are donated are for the youth, is to make money to raise for them so they can get more kids out on the water that otherwise wouldn't be able to. So the Wish to Fish is our chosen charity. And that's what Rouge Fish is about, is getting these kids on the water. So we went from 1 youth on the first tournament to 9 youth, and that was a huge jump. And we expect more, as
That's
each
right.
tournament grows. So we're very excited.
Tell us now, how can more youth watching this, how they can get involved in the Redfish Series?
Well, we're sending out emails. Just contact us. You can call us. You can look us up on Facebook. Many different ways to reach us. We're in different magazines, and just come on out. June 24th in Delacroix, just show up. Call us ahead of time. We'd love to have you. Youth fish for free, and it's a long day, but it's worth it. There's many great prizes for the kids. It's just a great day on the water. Great atmosphere, great experience, great environment.
Talking about great day on the water, the good Lord bless y'all. Y'all had some of the prettiest weather in the last month on that day.
76 degrees, bluebird skies, no wind. It was absolutely beautiful for
What about
tournament
gnats?
day.
Was no gnats?
No, it was beautiful.
Everything was perfect.
We have sunscreen, so sunsect and sunscreen insect repellent, so we don't really worry
You
about.
gotta thank me for that. I wish that, and I didn't show
thank
up.
you.
You know, the black guy. Tell us something about this tournament and the winners.
We were at Hopedale Marina, and Pat Turner and his crew did an amazing job. They had tents set out from St. Bernard Parish. They had everything set up for us when we got there. It was absolutely amazing. All we had to do was hang up our banners, put our grills out there and do our setup for the inside, but it was covered. We were protected from the sun, and we're just excited. Again, the series is growing. People are excited about it. And if we don't grow anymore, we're happy. I mean, with 113 boats, we never imagined this in our wildest dreams. So again, we had 113 teams at Hopedale Marina. Our $10,000 first place winners were Josh Galt and Luke Landry. Everybody knows those guys. Those are local Louisiana guys, and they're awesome people, really good people. And then we had a big fish. Winners were Brad Henry and Brandon Jones. Brad Henry's from Albany, Georgia. Brandon Jones from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. They are the Cito and Matrix Shad $1,000 winners. Most spots by Egret Bates was Kevin Harvey. He was from originally from Cutoff, Louisiana. And then also Lance Dufresne, also from over there with Small Fish Prize. We got a ton of prizes. We paid out over $27,000 in cash prizes on Saturday.
You know, it takes a lot to put this together. You've been working on these for months now. You know, you and I met Southside Cafe, and you was telling me about it. You were excited then. You had a group of people, but tell us how you put all this together. You know, this was your first year doing it.
I'm kind of the face of the organization, but we've got an amazing staff of volunteers, guys. We all volunteer. We've got Danica Williams, who from Wish to Fish, that's the chosen charity. Becky Cheney, who has been helping put everything. Her and Rebecca Hildebrandt have just been phenomenal putting lists together. They do countless hours worth of work on their time off at night. On Saturday, they give up their weekends to come with us. I mean, Michaela Myers is helping. We have so many different people helping. I want to thank, again, Tony for coming in and helping
Tony Jennings?
Tony Jennings, from when Becky was out of town for her daughter actually went to the
cheerleading championships. I know all about Becky Cheney. She's been a trooper for years.
Her daughter.
In fact, she had her feelings hurt when we didn't mention her name.
No, she didn't.
No, she did.
Becky's awesome.
You
Becky
deserve all the praise you can get, Becky.
Becky is fantastic. Well, her daughter, I want to congratulate her daughter. She finished 12th in the world in cheerleading championships at Disney World this past weekend. So that's awesome. But again, we also got Sarah Neal and Liz Wartberg. Thank y'all so much for helping. Emily Robert for helping. Just everybody just coming in and doing things on their own time. We really appreciate it. We couldn't do this without you guys. And if anybody wants to volunteer, we'd love to have you. Oh, we got the tagging people, and I can't remember the names. I know Mr. Charlie Bush was there, and Danica set those people up. Without the taggers, we'd have been in a world of trouble because we tagged over 200 redfish again on Saturday.
While you thanking people and everything, I want to know, you said last time about the caterers, you know, had all kind of crawfish bowling out there. They're supposed to have an Italian flair. Tell me about the Italian flair.
Bosco's Italian out of Mandeville dropped off a lot of food, and it was gone first. That Italian food is a hit.
What's some of the other caterers?
Bosco's, thank y'all so much. We had Cito doing a huge crawfish boil. I think they boiled 8 sacks of crawfish. Colleen and Christian, thank y'all so very much. We had Traeger guys came in. Traeger sent in people from Kansas to come in and cook for us. It was an amazing event. I mean, we had a ton of great stuff. Chili's Grill and Bar will be doing the next event along with Cito again and Traeger again. So we're really excited about the next event. We're gonna have we actually have a barbecue cook-off now. So the night before, you were asking me earlier, what do we have for people? We actually have a barbecue cook-off the night before with free food for everybody. So this time last time we did chicken. I want to thank Gritter Griffin and Jamie Huff. Also, they were both the winners for two different.
You better not forget nobody.
I'm going to forget. There's tons of people that I can't mention because Gary won't give me the time. But thank you for the time I do get. And again, congratulations, guys, on helping and winning and putting on a great event for us. We really appreciate everybody's help. And y'all are just all making me look good. So thank you very much. And Tito's thanks you guys very much.
The next big tournament, again, tell us about where you're going to be so people watching and the date so they can show up.
Okay. Well, June 24th, we'll be in Delacroix, Sweetwater Marina at Captain Jack's place. Everybody knows Captain Jack, a great venue. We're very excited about this one because we have the Crescent City School of Gaming and Bartending coming out the night before, one of our big sponsors. We're doing for our anglers and families, doing a casino night at Dockville Farms in St. Bernard. In St. Bernard Parish. Dockville Farms is going to be a great setup. We're going to have a lot of fun the night before. Traeger grills and food, smokers are going to be there. We're going to be cooking
Spectators wanting to come. What's it got for spectators besides the weigh-in?
Well, we have cornhole. We just have different things, that we do. We have obviously the weigh-in. We have food. We have drinks. We have everything. Everybody's invited. You don't have to pay for anything. We just want y'all to be a part of the atmosphere, just so be a part of the atmosphere, just so you can see what's going on, just to create the buzz about fishing. You know, anglers love when people are in attendance, and we had probably 400 people in attendance on Saturday, which is a lot of people, and it was a great time.
You need to get to Lieutenant Governor because y'all bringing a lot of attention to Louisiana.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. I mean, we love Louisiana. We have the best fishery in America, and we live where we believe is the best area. So June 23rd and 4th in Delacroix. I mean, we're excited.
Thank you
We're
very
Paradise,
much.
Louisiana. Thank y'all for having me.
You
Thank
make
you
sure
guys.
you can go out. You can go ahead and eat that piece on
I
camera.
will.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do it again. This is take number 15.
Take them. Stay tuned for more Paradise, Louisiana.
Put that right in your gut there. Put 2 fingers on each side of the reel. Come on, reel.
Oh, wow! That's what we've been waiting for. Oh, you.
Fight hard at it. Fight hard at it. Guess what? Not no more.
All right. Got it.
Got it. There you go.
How about that?
Give me the first redfish.
Give me a thumbs up.
Where's your fish?
Who doesn't want to save money on fuel? Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
Visit Cracker Barrel convenience stores before heading fishing or hunting. We have more than you expect.
Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change has been keeping cars and trucks in Baton Rouge clean and running smooth for over 50 years. At Benny's, we feature professional car washing, complete detailing, high-tech waxing and buffing, interior cleaning, and tire shine. Benny's, one stop for car maintenance with complete oil and lube services and even state inspections at our express locations. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations, including our newest store on Greenwell Springs Road. And don't forget to stop by Be Quick Convenience Store and Fuel Stop. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Drive in dirty, drive out clean.
Landon Bodewine from Bayou Garden. Davin Bodewine from Zone.
Chandler Richard, and I'm from Central High. Hunter Grimion, Central High.
Cade Gidger from Turlings Academy.
Jackson LeBlanc, Turlings.
Cade Fortenberry, and go to Santa Monica High School.
Hey, you just made the All-American team. You made the state team too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And pretty soon you're gonna be on Paradise, Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. How y'all did today?
We got 5, one about 3, probably 9, 10 pounds. We didn't catch them until late.
What high school you fishing from?
We're fishing for Ascension Anglers. It's EA, Dutchtown, and Santa Monica together.
My name's Alex Hanks. I go to Dillon Springs High School. Justin Watts. I go to Live Oak High School.
Great.
I'm Micah Hubbard, and I go to Central High School.
I'm Logan Guy, and I go to Central High School.
Annabelle Gewins for Sam Houston.
Who you fish from?
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston. Got it all over your shirt.
Hayden Williams, Sam Houston High School.
$2.95.
2.95 pounds. All right.
11.72.
11.72. All right, guys. Good. Excellent. Five hammers. All right, let's see how big them hammers are.
Challenge for big bass.
Going to have a challenge with big bass.
4.99.
4.99. Oh, man. Woo! Central High School. Our neighbors.
Hey. Awesome. I guess I'm going to be interviewing these guys.
That's what happens when you fish with the Junior Southwest Bassmasters, huh?
Right,
and against all your bugs.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You can fish against D. Hanson Chaining over there.
D. Hanson Chaining. Yeah,
This the vice president of the Junior Southwest Bassmasters, by the way. And why
you've been in there too.
Oh yes, sir. Loved every tournament. Great experience.
And I know y'all, neither one of y'all have seen this, so y'all went doing real well and looking forward to whatever's going to be next, right?
Yeah. Looking forward to the next 2 years, man. It's going to be great.
So, all right, tell me about your day.
Well, it was very simple. Punching mats all day.
Punching mats. All right, I had one little guy say I fished wrong all day. I said, well, what was the right way? He said, punching mats.
Yeah, punching mats. That's all you got to do.
That was it, huh?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Congratulations, buddy. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
All righty, man. Woo! Awesome.
Well, we had to get where we could, get out to win.
They had the power pole and really helped us out. Punching maps was the deal today. We used a missile-based D-bomb in a 1 ounce weight. We just had to get through what we could in the shallower water, clean water coming out of the woods. It was a good day.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at Olin's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. Olin's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Gary, I don't know how many years you've been covering Dream Day, but I know it's been a lot of them, and it seems like everyone gets better than the next.
Oh, it does. It is. The crowds get bigger, and the more events out there. I just want to give a shout out to the first responders. You know, the people over there, the police department, and they bring their horse team out there, motorcycle cops from 5 parishes. It's just, they do all that, but that's just part of it. We got first responders out there, but we got people taking their boat, putting them in ponds, and actually the inquest has started this with a group of people that work here in the inquest. Marty and John has been doing this, and they there every year. The weather was beautiful again, like we were saying, and there's just so much time put in by the volunteers, but these people have been coming back. We had some of these kids been back this was the 23rd annual. Some of the kids been there 22 years. I've seen a friend of mine, neighbors. I had cousins, and the kids went through there a long time. They've been in remission for 18 years. But you see them, that's heartwarming, but the other things you see. It's called Fishing Galore because they do a lot of fishing. I made the rounds petting zoo. They got so many things. They bring them up in the lift. Before they've had helicopter rides I didn't see them there with the state police. It's just baseball, shooting sports. They do everything in them kids. And the food, my buddy, the Weeks family, I call him, and all his volunteers, catfish. They make fried pork ribs and so much fried fish, and all the fried food comes from them, and then everybody donates. Hamburgers, jambalaya, whatever you can think of. All the drinks, Coca-Cola, a lot of our sponsors over there. Demco, they supply, they raise a lot of money. So let me quit talking. I got an interview with the new director, and John Inquest's mama. She's been there the whole 23 years.
Welcome to Dream Day 2017. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
I'm Ruby Lee Inquist, and welcome to Dream Day.
What kind of prize prizes we got? In a bunch?
Flower pot.
Betty, how many years she been coming?
5 years.
5 years. What you like the most about everything here?
Go to fishing.
Fishing, that's my girl.
We're happy to celebrate our 23rd annual event here on this beautiful day out in Clinton, Louisiana. To donate, they can go to dreamdayfoundation.org, and if they have any questions or have any new patients or want to volunteer, anything like that, you can always email us at info@dreamdayfoundation.org.
Jacob, how many years you been coming?
20, 21, something like that.
What is it?
20 or 21.
She's had 20 or 21 years.
21 years.
Something like that.
Something like that. You having fun?
Yes.
What you like the most about Dream Day?
Oh, why do you guys always ask me that? It's too hard to pick one thing.
Save money on fuel. Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
Visit Cracker Barrel convenience stores before heading fishing or hunting. We have more than you expect.
Sight casting redfish in the Louisiana marsh is this exciting. To make it even more exciting, the Louisiana Redfish Series, partnered with Tito's Handmade Vodka, will add $10,000 to the first place team of each of this year's events, plus a $20,000 payoff to the grand champion. It all starts in April, so register your team now and come out to see the most exciting tournament series Louisiana has to offer. The Louisiana Redfish Series, partnered with Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change has been keeping cars and trucks in Baton Rouge clean and running smooth for over 50 years. At Benny's, we feature professional car washing, complete detailing, high-tech waxing and buffing, interior cleaning, and tire shine. Benny's, one stop for car maintenance with complete oil and lube services and even state inspections at our express locations. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations, including our newest store on Greenwell Springs Road. And don't forget to stop by Be Quick Convenience Store and Fuel Stop. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Drive in dirty, drive out clean.
Welcome to the Flambeau Outdoor News segment of Paradise, Louisiana. And Gary, a lot of news. All of them coincidentally start with the letter S. First is snapper. The red snapper season's been set in federal waters. A very generous 3-day season they're going to give private recreational boaters beginning June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. This is a result of their calculations of what was overfished last year, what's been taken by the state seasons, and that's what they leave us with. Let's hope we don't get 3 bad days of winds.
Let me understand this. Yeah, well, they extended it because of bad weather last time, but I'm sure they're going to extend it. But what I get, and I read the articles, was they just didn't judge it on the federal waters. They judged it on state waters too the whole time. So that's why in state waters we're going to be tied to 3 days.
And we also have a 49-day season for the recreational charter boat captain. So if you have a charter boat captain, you like to go with him and catch snapper, make a trip once a year, I would suggest strongly you call him and get your date booked, because it'll start the same day, but it'll run into July for 49 days.
And I think that's fair. A lot of people say we're not a pit It's recreational fishing, Pelican people. If you fishing with charter boat captains, and you got to book a trip early. So I think they should have had that 49 days. I still think we ought to be regulating all of them.
Well, hopefully that's where we're going to end up with this, where each state will get to manage its own offshore federal waters too. All right, so the next season that opened up was a shrimp season, opened up this past Monday in the central part of the state, which is typically where the shrimp, the growth rate is much quicker there, so they opened that first. We open up the east side from the Mississippi state line to Venice, and then we're also going to open from Freshwater Bayou to the Texas state line this coming Monday, the 15th, so then the state will be all open, all 3 zones. Remember, if you're going to be a recreational shrimper, in addition to your basic and your saltwater fishing license, you need a gear license. If you've got a trawl 16 foot or less, you buy a $25 license for that. If you've got between a 16 and a 25 foot trawl, it's an $80 gear license for that. Remember that you cannot sell your catch at all if you're classified as recreational, and you are limited to 100 pounds of shrimp per day if you're a recreational trawler. So keep those things in mind if you're going to be out catching your own shrimp when the season opens. Another thing that opened up, squirrel season. Opened up the first part of May. We've got until the 28th. Just be careful. It's on all private lands, but some of the national wildlife refuges, Kisatchee in particular, and also some of the state WMAs do not have a season, and it's a 3 squirrel per limit season. So keep that in mind.
I've talked to a lot of squirrel hunters, you know, like Cotton Southpaw. They run their dogs all year, and it's really hard to see them with all the stuff in there.
And the
so
food sources change, so they're going to be in different places.
I got them right now to eat my bird feeders in my house. I counted 9 the other day.
Yeah, well, you get 3 people over for a limit then.
Oh man, I can tell you, I got 9 of them in my yard.
Well,
I like to watch them as long as they don't start eating in my house, so I'll be fine.
If you're going to be out in the woods squirrel hunting this month, the other season is snake time. You're going to see a picture of a couple of copperheads literally showed up on my doorstep. This is when the snakes come out of hibernation. They shed the old skins, they get active, their breeding season takes place, and you're most likely to see them. So keep your eyes peeled if you're going to be out in the woods and in the swamps and the waters for the snakes.
Well, I got a newsletter too from Wildlife and Fisheries. Big shark season is closed already. It's going to continue being closed for the rest of the year. That's another S, huh?
It seemed like
How'd
they
you put all that together?
I don't know. It's called alliteration. What you got coming up on the calendar?
Don,
news calendar?
a lot of them are news events and different things, and I want to mention because it's right there next weekend, May 13th or this coming weekend, the Oak Point Classic at Point of Shane with the Lafayette Kayak Fishing Club, May 21st, and June 10th. Buoy Outfitters has been sponsoring this ASA 3D shoots. They got 2 more of them left, May 21st, June 10th at 7140 Highway 22 in Sorrento, Louisiana. It's a big deal. A lot of people qualified. You don't have to be an expert and be a novice, any of them. I got this right here. The Fallen Heroes, the big tournament, June 10th with Jeremy Trish. Been coming up.
Right.
I also mentioned last week, we're going to run it on the screen, about the Morgan City all-field fishing tournament also coming up. And Don, I just heard on the radio, I'm surprised they do it. We go every year. May 19th and 20th. This time to meet a lot of the ex-Saint players, alumni Saint players. It's a big deal. They got their skeet shoot, their fun shoot. It's on Friday, the 19th. Then they're going to have partying all day. They got their tournament. They fish Saturday, then they got Rock and Bootsy, and they got a concert that night right there, right across from Bridgeside Marina at Bayside. So all I can tell you is Black and Gold Class has been there every year. Time to fuss. I can't believe they don't notify me. They notify you?
No.
Yeah, I've been there every year.
I heard about it.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's going to bring back memories of Hokey because Hokey was a big thing, one of the big pushes of that.
All right, we'll be right back with the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report from Bergeron's Boudin and Cajun Meats in Port Allen, where you're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Hey, I'm Mitch Rotolo, owner of Rotolo's Pizzeria. Our pizzas are prepared every day using the freshest ingredients. But Rotolo's has so much more to offer than just delicious pizza. We have an array of healthy salads and tasty wraps, a wide choice of pasta like spaghetti and chicken parmesan, zesty buffalo wings, and our selection of savory calzones. And don't forget to try one of our amazing desserts. Come into any of our local restaurants or check out our entire menu online at rotolos.com. That's just the way we Rotolo.
You can see this little fish. These fish will tell you a little bit about what they're doing. As they get shallower, they'll get a little bit darker, a little darker color to them. As well as when they start spawning, they're fanning up against the stumps, and we can see their tail gets broke up here. So that's what's telling me is these fish are moving up about to spawn.
All right, today on this episode of Dockside TV, we were fishing with Captain Brian Baldwin, and we were on the Mystic Pearl River. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, and it is an extremely different change of scenery than what we're accustomed to out here in Lake Pontchartrain. The Pearl River Basin is what feeds the Pontchartrain Basin with a lot of freshwater nutrients, and the two waterways act together, and it's what really gives us such a wonderful fishery right here in South Louisiana. And on this particular day, we're going way upriver. There is not any salinity around in this area, and we're going way up fishing heavy wooded areas. And what we're doing is we're using the Matrix Mini in a multitude of colors. This is our crappie bait, and what we're doing is we're chasing crappie, also known as sockeye. That's what we're looking for with the Matrix Mini. And what's great about fishing this river system is you're going to bump into other things besides just crappie. We ran into a surprise garfish. We bumped into a few channel cats, which is fantastic table fare. And we caught several bass along the way, and some of them were really nice. So if you're looking to do something different, if the weather's ever tough on you, this Pearl River system's a great place to fish, because due to the very tall trees, you're always out of the weather. February and March is a great time of year to chase crappie. That's the time of the year they spawn, and that's when we like to fish for them. So to view all of our sockeye crappie episodes, check them out on Dockside TV, or to view any of our saltwater episodes, again, go to matrixshed.com and subscribe to our Dockside TV. Until next time, good fishing.
Welcome to the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. And one thing I think we need to make sure we mention, Gary, if you're going to be fishing down in the Venice area, maybe Lafitte and Grand Isle, and you're seeing some of that dead roseau cane, please do not let it get attached to your boat or your trailer and trailer it somewhere else and get it in there. There's that bug, that mealy bug, that scale. That's been an invasive species that came either from China or Japan, and it's really wreaking havoc on the roseau cane, which is a very, very important element of our coastal protection. It provides storm buffer, and it provides a root system to hold the soil together, and we cannot afford to lose that. So hopefully they'll get an answer to a remedy to either spray it or where they can control it. And I even understand they're bringing in some predators that might feed on it to try to cut it back. But as far as the average citizen, the boater, do your part. Do not let those roseau canes spread.
When you see it, stay away from it too. Also, you get that chance. Definitely don't cut it down or use it. And that could have happened in duck season. Right now we're in no close to duck season, but I've also some of them starting to show up around the Galeana area too, in the different areas. But not as bad. one hope I heard what the scientists said, I read the article in Georgia paper and said that some of the places it is growing back, where it killed it and it's growing back, but they don't know how long that was going to last or will it be reinfected, so when it gets green. So,
just be aware of it. Now, Venice, the fishing down there has been looking up. Actually, been getting some good reports from down there.
Oh yeah, the only trouble about it is that the river's rising. We got river
You might
problems.
have to get
a lot
away
of
from the
people
river
say
wall.
to shut them down. A lot of people I know were fishing. We get out in the freshwater report, but it shut it down completely. And some of them tournaments will be going on. They've all been caught on the Barrette side. So, but Fouchon right now is on fire. From Fouchon, back in Leeville, Raccourci, Captain Mike Guidry and his crew, the Ripping Lips, they've been going out and catching limits of fish. They catch them on live shrimp also, and then they get in Raccourci and then back, gets a little calm, they've been catching topwater bite. I've heard a bunch of people catch them on topwater. If you love it, now's the time. Grand Isle also, the barges I told you have been real hot right now. That's live shrimp. One thing about Grand Isle is really got me. That wind died down, and our good friend Tommy Vidrini and his wife Jaylyn, they went 55 foot of water. Right, the first rigs right out. They had their limit. All of them were over 10 pounds. The snapper, they're there. He didn't say nothing about mangroves, but right now the snapper there, he says they're running nowhere. 55 foot of water, then they're coming back and hammering those trout, looking for that green water. You see where they're at. Well, no matter which way the wind blows, if it blows, if it's blowing from the east, go a little west and you'll find that clean water around them barges all the way to Fouchon. So all the reports I've been getting from all the captains that's fishing between right there at the pass at Fouchon, all the way back to Elmer's Island. So there've been a lot of fish caught west. You seen we caught it east at Full By 2 weeks ago. So that all's going to change on the winds and everything. Green water is the main thing. Down in the feet, you get the report, Tofield, and plain flips of monster trout. Unbelievable. John
and
Jackson
reds, and plenty of reds too.
Oh yeah, but the redfish right now are right there, not far from the landing. All the guys that catching redfish got a report on the feet. Empire still, Jody Donwar, Captain Jody Donwar keeps sending me pictures. They look like to come out of the same boat, but he is fishing, he got different people. Let me tell you about Jody. Jody sometimes, he's doing this, I know it's helping his business, he's fishing out of Delta, but what Jody does, he's promoting Louisiana because a lot of his guys that come from Georgia, Tennessee, even Michigan. So Jody doing a good job, keep the report coming up.
Yeah, well, freshwater wise, you can actually do a crossover between saltwater and freshwater in Delacroix because I got some great pictures from my friend Toby Cooper. He went there after all that weather blew through last week in Spanish Lake and picked up some really nice redfish and bass. Trout have been a little bit scarce, and hopefully they'll move back in or get back to it when the water clears up on the outer bays out there in Delacroix. But I know brim, a lot of reports. I talked to a guy today on my way over here, had the fly rod out. He was over there by Man Shack just wearing the brim out off of a bed over there. This is the time. If you're a brim fisherman, get the kids, get the cricket, the little torpedo carks and the worms and get out there and get after them.
I don't know what happens, but before I forget this guy, Richard Dickney. Remember Richard, the captain, been out there fishing, him and his son. They were real proud. He gone back fishing tournaments. I think I probably fished the Tito. Him and his son, they come out 6 and they had 16 pounds or something in that tournament. The other redfish tournament 2 weeks ago, and he's been fishing the Delacroix and also the Hopedale area. But going back to talking about brim, you saw I made that trip over there in Lacombe. Taylor Bernard, he's been sending me a picture. I don't know what happens. I can't seem to get it to Chris. Taylor's been catching goggle-eye, brim, sac-a-lait, everything in Pat's Bay. So that's on this side of the spillway. Even if rain affects them, but it's not as bad. That river right now is shooting up. We're in flood stage in Baton Rouge. So I'm not going to tell you to go anywhere in the spillway. There's a lot of people moving camps out all up and down the river. All the old rivers, people are moving their campers. They're moving them out. So it's not that. But don't give up on Lake Verret down in the marsh. Pierre Port, Bay Alcide. There's a lot of brim, a lot of sac-a-lait coming from those areas.
Pearl River was producing, particularly in the upper reaches. Water's been high there too, but it's starting to fall out of there, and there should be some good fishing returning there too.
Caleb Robinson from Gonzales, a young boy, made a trip to Georgia with his family, got a big bass. Thanks for sending that picture, Caleb. Keep it up. Kenny Waldrop is back fishing. They've been fishing Black Lake in that area. He's been over there. They're doing good. And I got a picture from Bill Hawkins with a crappie fishing in private lakes. So black and chartreuse was the best thing.
Gary, another place we haven't talked about much but has been doing really good is Saline Larto, that complex up there. They had a bass tournament up there. I believe it took around 21 pounds to win it with 82 boats. Frogs, another top water produced. Also, they caught a few of those fish on jigs. And understand the Socolay and the brim are on up that way too.
You know, you said that too. Also, last week we got a picture from there. Wayne Amato sending people to catching those big bull brim. They got some brim beds over there that are unbelievable. And naturally, Socolay is known for. I don't hear a lot of reports coming right now with people doing it. The rivers, it was just turning on. We got that rain. It's gonna clear up quick. I'm talking about in the Florida parishes right now. All those creeks and all those rivers, you can wade them, you can float them. Right now, white crankbait, little small crankbaits, you fishing, watch where you're doing it. They're still the best. White spinnerbait and white buzzbait. That's what I always say, one of the best baits to do it. And I got one more, 15-year-old Drew Fontenot. His daddy sent me a picture with Drew, a huge goop from the Vermilion River on live shrimp.
Drew the Goo fisherman. Congratulations to Drew.
Goo, that's a, listen now. My daddy and I don't come, we kept goop.
I know.
Made the best coupillon in the world, the gravy. It's got a lot of fat in it and makes a great gravy.
I don't think you remember, we were fishing the trestle one time and somebody caught a big goo and they said, anybody want, they getting ready to throw it over, and you was ready to fight them for it.
I don't want to call it.
You took it home too.
Champion. Yeah, that done it. I was a goo champion.
Right.
But we used to catch them right there in the ship channel and the canal right there in Port Allen. We used to catch them, and the other guys would be fishing on the bank. We were catching goop and nothing but goop. So on live shrimp, fresh shrimp.
Remember to send your pictures in, like Drew and everyone else, and send them to Gary at Paradise, Louisiana. Include a little report on where you caught them, what you caught them on, and help your other viewers out. Gary, you know, one thing we do on this show, our fishing and hunting community in Louisiana is rather small, and we bring good news, we bring bad news, and sometimes we bring sad news. And today's another one of those sad news days. We say goodbye to a professional charter captain, Captain Kerry Audebert of Audeby Fishing Charters out of the Shell Beach, St. Bernard area. A lot of people knew Kerry. He took thousands of people out in the Black Bay and Bay Elwha, had some very enjoyable trips. I remember him as a young guy, up-and-coming guy, one of the best fishermen as far as locating fish. He could do it over anybody, and always remembered hearing his voice over the radio, letting people know where the fish were and trying to help them find fish. I got an opportunity to fish with him a couple of times and got to know him pretty well. He didn't live far from me. And unfortunately, for people that didn't hear the news we broke on the radio Saturday morning, Kerry took his own life, and it just goes to show you there's a couple of life lessons here. You never know what demons are haunting somebody, what's inside, they're keeping it in. And the other thing that's sad is there's so many people, hundreds of people that would come out and help somebody like that if only they knew. So it's just, we got to, take care of each other, watch out for one another, and if you see somebody that needs some help, let them know. And if you need the help, don't be afraid to ask.
What made it so tragic is that because, like you said, Terry could find those fish. He didn't depend on nobody else.
No, he didn't.
So maybe that stubbornness in him, he said, I can handle this, I can do this.
He wanted to take it on his own.
But I know Mike Deaton sent in and found fish. I can name so many people that got with him. He was known for catching big trout too, especially in Lake Bourne and like you say, in all those areas in Bay Elwha.
We say goodbye to Captain Kerry Audebert, leaving us way too soon. And we'll be back with another edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Hope you'll join us then.
Let me look at it. Just show it to me. Show it to me.
That's the shock absorber, and then that's the wedge, and the chain keeps it from when it's grinding up against the piling. It doesn't cut the rope. It won't cut the chain. You just got to be real careful. When you get up underneath here, it's very unforgiving. And fiberglass meets concrete. All right, hit it.
Load it.
This is another one. This is just a carpenter's crowbar, right?
Yeah.
And you can jam that in there and again, play it out. But what this is really handy is when you get around some clusters of piles, like at the L&N Bridge in Regules. They got the cable wrapped around to hold the piles. You slip that in between the cable and the piles, and then you can back off. You can't use the 2x4 on that. This is better.
Yeah.
So.
Paradise, Louisiana is presented by Rotolo's Pizzeria. Fresh ingredients, friendly service. That's just the way we Rotolo. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Pro Drive Outboards. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Always fresh, never frozen, Raising Cane's. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.